Do you see this opportunity favoring the young or the old? Because you were saying that technology use is going to be so important moving forward. So do you see this business of real estate agency and negotiators belonging to the young rather than the old?
No, I think to me, age is not a barrier, right? Simply because the young one, yes, the young are more exposed to all these gadgets, all these things. They know what to do. It's easier for them to learn. The older people, the older generation, I've seen they have picked up. I've seen people, the older generation, starting to learn how to use Zoom, WhatsApp. They try to know how to do Facebook. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't do it. You see, the older generation, I find that what they do is, if they can't do it, they get someone else to do it. So I'll just give an example. There are people out there who are the digital marketers, who are out there providing this kind of service. So if you are not good in that, you can actually hire someone just to do it for you. So it doesn't mean that I'm old, I cannot do, I can't do. I just can get a young guy, I pay them as a part-timer, or hire them as my PA to do all these administrative jobs. So it's also an evolution in the way that the role of an agent in future, your role is to do sales, to meet client. Leave the admin part to a PA. Because at the moment in Malaysia, we are everything. The agent does everything. The admin job, the collection rental, the handling complaints, handling all these things, sale, posting advertisement, advertising, collecting keys, everything, the agent power. Right? They do everything. Moving forward, I think if you are in a specialization, when you are in a consultative mode, your job is to consult, to do the sales job. You are not supposed to do all the advertisement. You're not supposed to go and hang banner. You're not supposed to do all these admin things. Your PA is the one who's going to do it. So that's how I look at it. This is how people grow, right? If you want to grow your business, your job, if you're good in doing closing sales, if you're good in getting this thing, do that. Get someone else do your admin work. Pay them, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 to do that part, because your job is, you're good in closing sales. Why you want to go and do all the admin stuff? So that's how I look at it. Your role in future may change as well, right? So this is how you should evolve. This is how you outgrow yourself, right? It's not by closing more deals, closing by numbers. To improve yourself, to grow, it's not only about numbers. Your role as an agent, so you don't do admin stuff, all these things anymore. Leave it to the PA. You're supposed to close sales. So that's how I look at it. So to me, age is not a barrier. Doesn't mean you're old, you cannot do it. Get someone else to do it. If you're young, you can do it yourself. Because even if you're young, if you're so occupied with listing presentation, closing deals, even how good you are at the social media, you don't have the time. You know how to do it, but you don't have the time. So you need someone else to do it. So just how to me, the age is not an issue at all. It's just an excuse for not doing.
And as a follow-up question, is it better for a woman or a man to be part of this business? Is there a difference in performance? Is there a difference in terms of whether there's any risk differentiation?
Psychologically, yes, because we always know female are better negotiator, female have the softer part. When you come with a tricky situation, female will be more like mellow down. Man has a different role. But if you ask me, who will make a better agent? I think it doesn't matter to me, right? I've seen very successful female agent out there. They outperform a lot of males. It just so happened that the male are dominant because most of the time we have this perception that female stays at home. Their role is to become a housewife, so they are not exposed to it. And a lot of I have a team. They're housewife. They got spare time. They come out and become an agent, and they did very well. So to me, it's different role, different approach. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other one. I don't see it that way. So if I see that way, if I know that this client, this situation is a bit challenging, I will put in the right person. I'd rather put in the right person for the right job rather than seeing a male and a female. So if the job, the person can do it well, whether it's a female or male, the job should fit the person, not the gender. So you have to decide, things like that. Yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah.
The Next follow-up question is this. I mean, because real estate agency is owned or run by the agents, and then the negotiators join the agents in the agency per se, how does one, as an agent, have to evolve to attract, grow, groom, retain negotiators for the future?
Yeah, I think you brought up a very key thing, is that retaining of agent or negotiator. I think this is not a secret. I think the turnover and negotiator jumping among the agencies are quite high in the industry. Now the challenge is, as if you are an agency boss, how do you want to retain these people? Now, I think the way I look at it is this. A negotiator wanting to join a firm, right? They would want to look at how the firm can actually grow them, how the firm can actually provide them with what they call a career or future in the industry. Now, for me, is the first thing first. Before we even go to the company, I will look at the individual first. How committed are you to the industry, to the profession? If you are not committed, I can give you the best company to join, but you will never succeed. Now, I assume that you are committed. Now, you have to decide what kind of company you want to join. So there are a lot of companies out there. They will offer you, some companies, they will offer you high commission. You come in here, we give you high commission. You do it on your own. There's no support. You're on your own. Some companies said that, look, I'm not going to give you a high commission. We are going to have a training structure, a support structure to help you to groom. Now, the thing is that in Malaysia, the mindset of an agent is that I'm on my own. The company does not provide me listing. The company do not help me to close my deal. I have to do the advertisement. I pay all the advertisement. I do all the viewing. I do all the hanging banner. The company does nothing for me. So this kind of company, they have to ask, why should the agent join you if you are not doing it? Because just because you have a company, they need to use your company to do a deal. Now, if I'm a company, in a sense is that, yes, you can get 90% high commission from a company. But if you are not closing deal, it means nothing, zero. So now the thing is this, I will ask the agent, you want to make money. You want to make 300,000 every year, right? Now, you tell me where are you going to get the 300,000 from? If I'm going to give you 90%, if you don't close deal, you don't have listings, nothing, are you going to achieve your 300,000? If I can help you to achieve the 300,000, if I'm going to pay you 60% or 40% of the commission, would you want to join? So that's the question I'm going to ask. So if you say you want to make 300,000, right, on your own, I wish you good luck. But if you want to join a company that you come in here, irregardless of how much I pay you, by end of the day, you get 300,000. So that is the thing that you have to think, right? So of course, the company will have to provide a plan, it will provide a pathway that, look, how do you get your 300,000? So as a company, you need to come out with a plan, what do you call a structure plan. Like for example, I use my company example. We have a plan for the negotiator. You join the company, we send you through 1 month, what we call mentoring. We will tell you what to do because you're new. This is what you should do. Week 1, you do this. Week 2, you do this. Week 3, you do this. Week 4, you should have 50 calls. You have 50 listing, things like that. Once you are okay, we realize that you're able to be on your own. We put you to a 365 1-year coaching. In the coaching session is that now you are independent. I'm not going to tell you what to do because you know what to do already for the first 30 days. You go out there, you do your things. Whatever difficulty you have, whatever challenges you have, you come back, you tell me your problem, we will coach you and tell you what to do. Now you are not independent, you're not interdependent on the company. So whatever you learn out there is all on your own. You learn from the experience out there. I'm not going to tell you this is going to happen. I'm not going to tell you that is going to happen. You go out there and tell me what happened out there. That's how you learn. So after 1 year, we will tell you, then we evaluate whether you achieve your target or not. Then we say, now what you are already achieving a good result, you know what to do, you're independent. What's next? Do you want to become a team leader? Or do you want to become $1 million producer? Or do you want to manage a project? Or do you want to get your license as a real estate agent? So what do you want to go? Then we will support you in that manner. So if you can have this kind of goal and your negotiator is able to see where they are going, how they're going to bring the 300,000 in, what they're going to do in the next 3, 4, 5 years, I think that adds value to the negotiator, right? And this is how I think you commit, you put them in a commit to a long-term goal, stick with you, this is what you want. If you jump halfway, you have to start over again. Is that what you want, right? And instead of going to an unproven situation, this is something that is proven, this is what we have, you decide. So that's how I look at it now. Yeah.
So one of the key takeaways, I think what you just mentioned is that instead of becoming the lone ranger, by actually joining an agency that is has a good strategy to help people start from zero to hero in a very structured manner, and it's customized, tailor-made to them as opposed to just you're on your own.
Yes. Yeah, okay. That's why I said coaching is important. That's why I get my coaching certification. I think we empower the people. We tell them that, look, you are doing this for yourself. You are an entrepreneur, because to me in Malaysia you don't get paid. Most of the agents don't get paid. You are running your own business, right? You don't work, you don't get paid. You don't open your shop, you don't get any revenue. So you got to work. So if you are on your own, you are like running your own business. If you run your own business, you make sure you know your numbers. How much revenue you're going to bring in? How much expenses is going to incur? What is a profit you're going to make? What are your expenses? What are your personal commitment, your telephone bills, your car installment, your house installment, your family, I don't know, your personal expenses. So your profit, after paying tax, you pay your expenses. Is it a positive? Is it a surplus, or is it a deficit? So if you don't know that number, how are you going to survive? If your number is deficit every year, you won't survive, because you don't know whether it's 300,000 or 200,000 is not for you. So you're running your own business. A lot of agents in Malaysia, the problem is they do not know their number. They don't have a good financial planning, because a lot of companies I see, when you join a company, they ask you to sell, bring in more sales, that's how you get rich. People get enticed, wow. But not many companies teaches you how to manage your finance. What is your target? What is your commission? What is your profit? How much you spend on advertising? If you're going to bring in 100,000 revenue, your advertising is 20,000. You pay all the advertising, you left with 80,000. 80,000 after paying tax, you left with 70,000. You pay your rental, you pay your car, you pay everything, all gone. So is that what you want? So a lot of companies, they don't go through that. But in what I do is, I will teach you that in the first 30 days. Set your goal. Is 100,000 enough? 200,000 enough? 300,000 enough? So you need to understand that. So when you can understand them, I'm sure they will respect you. They will see a value in you. They will stay, and they will work with you, because they know you can help them to bring them to another level.
One question before I let you go, Kian, is this. Okay, do you see that in future, because of the digitization work that's happening right now, the need for negotiators to meet face-to-face would reduce? Or do you see that the leveraging of technology means that you can actually service clients from all around the world without even meeting them, and only meeting them when you absolutely need to meet up with them? Do you see this happening?
Okay, I just want to, there's a lot of misconception in this sense. You see, AirAsia Eva, you know Eva, right? So you go to AirAsia, live chat with Eva, right? So whatever you put in the keyword, they come in, they come out, and they answer your questions. That is talking to a robot. That's talking to an AI, right? What I'm doing with you now is I'm talking to a human, right? So I'm talking to a human. So if I talk to Eva, I cannot say I'm angry to her, because he said, why are you taking so long to refund my money? You know, I'm getting angry, I'm getting impatient. You can't show that kind of emotion to her, because she just don't see you. But if I'm not talking to you now, for my face, you know whether I'm angry, whether I'm pissed off, whether I'm paying attention, you know, because there's an emotion there. That's something AI or chatbot cannot handle. So to me, emotion in real estate, you cannot take away the emotion, but you still have to deal in person, human. Now, the next question is, should I be seeing you? That means I am able to touch you physically. That is another thing. Talking to a human and talking to a robot, I think the robot cannot replace human. You still need a human to do the transaction. So you still have to do. But the question is, physically, do I need to shake your hand? Do I need to touch you? Or should a buyer go and physically touch the house, see the house? To me, I think there could be a possibility that the human, they don't touch or they don't see each other physically. But the buyer will still need to go and physically inspect the house, touch the house. So what happened is this: I may have a house, let's say in SS2 for sale. Now I'm going to tell you, Ernest, I have a house in SS2 Jalan Stroke 6, let's say number 1. Go there and have a look. If you go there, I give you a, those, US and Australia, we have something what we call a key lock. You go there, there's a key lock there. I give you the passcode. You key in the password, go in and have a look at yourself. Come out, just lock the door. The door will automatically lock because the key, the lock is automatically locked. You come out, happy with the property, make an offer. So I don't have to see you, but you still have to see the house. So that can happen, right? That's how I look at it. But I still have to deal with a human, right? But it doesn't mean I have to physically go and shake your hand, touch you or things like that. But I still believe you still need to see the house. You still want to see the house and see whether the condition of the house. But the only thing is, I may not be there. I can say, Ernest, this is a password, or this is a code, or this is our program, your fingerprint on the thing. You go there, I already program your fingerprint on my phone. Go there, you touch your fingerprint, the door will just open, go in and look. You leave, make sure you lock. You like, make an offer. It can happen in that way. And I've seen it in overseas. People what we call the buyer go there and it happened I see in US and Australia before. There's a lock there. If you are the buyer, you drive through the house, you see the house as a for sale sign there, and you say, I want to see the house now. Instead of calling the agent and wait for half an hour, you just call the agent and say, I want to see the house now. So the agent said, Ken, I give you the password. You go and press, go in immediately. Don't have to wait for me. So that could be one way of evolution that can happen. I'm not sure when it's going to happen in Malaysia, but I've seen this happening overseas. So if you ask me, it can happen.
Kian Aun, thank you so much for spending time with us. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on how negotiators of the future will have to be able to play at in order to succeed. And I especially enjoyed your sharing in terms of how to even grow in terms of your reach and also your network by not just becoming a Lone Ranger negotiator, but hunting by packs and working together as groups. Thanks a lot again, Kian Aun, and we wish you all the very best moving forward.
Pleasure, Ernest. Okay, take care. Stay safe.
Thank you. Bye.